It's Week 13 of the National Football League, where we'll see this team's speedy running back. He comes in fourth in the NFL in rushing touchdowns this year. The action is only moments away, and it comes your way next.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you got quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
You got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Lucky Week 13 is underway. Everyone hoping for some good fortune as we enter the home stretch. This return makes it up to the 25. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And we'll get a chance to see someone still in the early stages of their career, this third-year QB.
And even if he's still pretty early in his career, we know he is perfectly comfortable and settled into this spot as the be-all, end-all for this offense. Every time you take the field as a quarterback, you know you're gaining experience. You're getting more comfortable in the role. And as he goes forward, he tries to learn and take something away from...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
We knew we were in store for some crazy blitz packages from this defense, and already one play in, and that linebacker gets home for the sack. Critical now for this offense to identify what you're seeing and for this defense to continue to frustrate and get after the quarterback.
And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Just 1 yard. Could have used considerably more. That's going to bring up third and very long. Pass play now. Stays upright. But he can't evade that one, and they get him to the ground. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
Well, this is exactly what the defense wants to do to these quarterbacks. You want to speed them up, and the best way to do it is to hit them and bring them to the ground. Conversely, they've got to figure out offensively how to protect. If you can't protect, you can't execute, you can't do anything offensively.
And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. Outstanding 28-yard return on that kick. And they're going to take over with some excellent field position. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, well, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
First and 10 from the 41. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Second down now, 7 to go. Back to the well again. Escapes a defender. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. To the line we go. They're set, first and 10. Fullback dive up the gut. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy, and that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Okay, go ahead and pinch me. I think we just saw it. Not only a fullback getting a touch, but getting a double-digit gain. I think the big guy has earned himself another carry or two with that run.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. So that's one quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Fullback trying to power it across. And he runs it across. Touchdown. These guys get some late points and the lead. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
They'll set up here for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. The visitors and their running back about to get back to work. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And he makes the Heffs go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with the receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure. But instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys double their lead to 14. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. His return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the 27. Escapes the pocket. Ooh, he's calling his own number again. And he breaks out the slide. Didn't want to take a hit, but he is just shy of the first down marker. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. Connecting on the slant. And he's going to be marked down 5 yards short of that first. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. They are throwing it again. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 26, and they're going to have a first down. He'll throw it yet again. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces him.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. So a really tough spot here. This is third and a country mile. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll get him back to 11.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so first and 10 may be our last snap of the half. He's back to throw. He lofts it deep left. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Kicking team out to try the extra point. And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. So it feels like we just started, and already we're at halftime. Now we'll toss things to Jonathan Coachman in our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat, and it's the visitors who are out in front in the second quarter. From there, we're off to check out another game. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Brett Favre, a touchdown run in the victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And as you see, they were winners in their ball game. 30-24 was the final. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin.
Teams are back out on the field. Everyone is set, and the second half is underway. That's going to be taken in at the 8. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he already has a passing touchdown in this game. As you can see, that's what he's done with regularity all year, sitting among the NFL leaders in that category. First and 10 now from the 30. Oh, love this. He gets another one. Keep feeding that fullback, baby. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Playing favorites with the fullback here. And this one doesn't go far. They pick up one on the run. Need more, though. That takes them to 3rd and 5. Going right back to the fullback. Next play. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Looking for a throw here. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And that brings up 4th and short. Trying to push this past the marker. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. They only needed a couple, and that is what they got. Not the most impressive gain, but a big one as they get the first. Throwing off the play fake here. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Give him 32 on the play. And it sets up 1st down. Give to the fullback, diving straight ahead. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless 3rd quarter for us. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. On 2nd and 7. And the connection made in the end zone. Touchdown. These guys keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one right down the middle. And these guys continue piling onto this lead. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Their offense running back out now. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. They get to him and bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, and quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again following the sack. Oh no, ball's loose in the end zone. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. Well, Brock, you know that I like to spin positive, so at the very least, they were able to get to that fumble and only give up 2. Easily could have been 6 there.
Well, why don't you haul down to the field and tell those defenders to be positive, too? Because some of their body language is a little dejected. I get it. You wanted 6 points once that ball hit the deck. But cheer up, boys. 2 points in possession, that's not bad either.
That's taken at the 15. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Now this offense getting set to work here. They're looking to just hang on to the ball through the finish. Defense has all of its timeouts, but with this game out of reach, a good chance they just let it run. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Another carry for him. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. 2nd and 3 now. Back-to-back carries here. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Sometimes it's not about flash and sizzle, Kate. Sometimes it's about old school football. Give your fullback the ball, and he's going to go get you a couple yards.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down, and they go right back to him. And he rocks the tackler. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They give it to him again. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Oh, and they're going to have the fullback try and power for it. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. This celebration begins for our winners as we say goodnight, everybody.